So I had a bit of a brainwave the other day, and you may have seen this on the channel already. Carbatec, generic brand, dust extractor. It's got a little 1-horse motor on it. It's probably more like 1.5 when you look at the physical footprint of it. It's huge. And they normally run a big filter bag. Oh, there it is down there. Big filter bag off the back of them. The filter bag's not fine enough to filter concrete dust. I've been using it in conjunction with the Milwaukee vac to have a bit of a clean up on this concrete surface. It's getting some repairs done and yeah, giving it a bit of a grind so we can just clear coat it and it'll look good. And all the concrete dust from the repairs on these walls and things like that. So it's spending a bit of time running it. It works really well because it's got a big bag on the bottom of it. Once the dust falls out of suspension, there's actually a mesh screen that I've poked in there, so it actually kind of does a bit of a turbine-y kind of thing. One of the places I work run reasonably big trucks, and he changed the air filter, and I looked at this air filter and went, well, that's a good idea. So diameter was similar, made it work with 100-mile-an-hour tape, which seals it up pretty good. Did you hear that? That was my little silent compressor upstairs that just stopped. He's just up the top of the stairwell there. So yeah, basically all I'm doing is giving it a bit of a blowout from the inside. Here's a small amount of dust come out of that. The outlet there, I'll just watch your ears. Just like that, it falls off into the bottom of the bag. Let it settle for a minute so it falls out of suspension. We're going to grab a lead and we'll plug it in and I'll show you how much actual suction it's got. It's quite impressive. With a filter this big, this is off like a 16 litre straight 6 turbo truck. It's got like 600 horsepower. Big Mack Superline, I think. So I thought the tops that go on these have a big pleated filter similar to this with a thing that knocks the stuff off on the inside. And they're expensive, like $400 or something stupid. I only paid like $250 for the whole unit. We just wanted a bit of finer filtering so that more dust can go in, get separated in a cyclone style effect and fall to the bottom. Once it's in the bottom, it doesn't get back up. It stays under pressure, you see, so it's forced down. But yeah, we'll plug this in and I'll show you what it does. So I need to bring some decent leads here so we're not kind of plugging things into things. It's never good when you're running electric motors, obviously. And let's fire him up. A bit of dust leaks around where the bag pressurises up. You kind of get an even airflow all the way around. Let that spin down. When it had just a bag on the top, it'd have a constant leak of dust. You could just see it all the time in the light. Now it doesn't. It means it's catching even more. We just undo the bag, and I've been tying them up in shopping bags and then putting them in the bin so the dust doesn't go anywhere. And yeah, it's certainly helping us catch the vast majority of the dust in here. Sucking it up and getting rid of it. We were going to grind this wet, but we're a little bit worried if there's too much water in here it may get into the wall and into the neighbouring shops on each side. So we're not going to do that now. It's really soft as well. You need to be able to see how much dust's coming off so that you don't go too thick. My mate's done these little patches here. He used leveler on these ones because that was like a frame that was concreted in. That leveled up really good, that square. This stuff's like semi-acrylic, so I'll be interested to see how that grinds. that big pile of dust in the corner, and there's where I've had my suction hose. I was just sweeping the room out over there. Still got to wear a mask. It's not perfect, but it's certainly a ton better. So these aren't exactly a pressurised thing. They're a big open blade fan. So yeah. Anyway, I'll have a clean up in here. Got a compressor down here at the moment, so we're going to clean out the Milwaukee vac while we're going, because that's spent a lot of time running down here in the dust connected to the grinder. It does have one of these, but the body of it will be just full of dust. So we'll give that a tidy up and do some more grinding another night. Can't really grind during the day. There's a shop right there on that side of the wall and the other side. So that one was empty previously, so we got away with a bit, but this one won't like the noise. So yeah, we'll get stuck into having another crack at it, and I'll get some footage of that for you. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next vid.